Hello everyone and welcome to another Kev Play. This is Kevin and we are on part 15 of Killzone Shadowfall, the online play episode. Um I did play this for like a good hour before doing this. Like not today, but like just to make sure that everything was good to go. And I was pleased to know that they gave you like all the free all like the map pack, all the map packs and DLC maps for free because it's been so long and like who, like honestly, like why make us pay for such an old game at this point? So that's that. And I also noticed how much I forgot. I forgot how good this online game is. How the campaign is the campaign is very, it's a mediocre campaign. What this game is best for is its online. I could not believe how, like, this is a great online first person shooter. It made me forget, like, because I've been playing, like, I'll play in terms of first person shooters. There's really no more online first person shooters except for Call of Duty. Uh, that's pretty much all I've played. I played other third person shooters like Ghost Recon and Last of Us Factions, but I've never played a. It's been so long since I actually played like a very solid multiplayer for online for an online experience. So we'll just go right into team deathmatch. Hey Peppa Pig, do you think they will shut the servers down? Uh, I could well, as long as Guerrilla Games is thriving with Horizon Zero Dawn, I don't see why they should shut the servers down for this because there's still people playing this game. Um, and if there's not going to be any other Killzone, because usually like if that's what like I can understand if like there were more Killzone games coming out, then maybe you would phase out one of the older Killzone games to get more people onto the new game or something like that, which never really was the case either. I know they shut down the Killzone 2 and 3 servers, but that was more of because like that was, the PS3 era, and at a certain point that has to come to an end. But this is still like honestly, I could see this still thriving for a long time. But I do know that they made it so that you can't make clans anymore or like manage your clans from the site because when they shut the site down, you like that was a big like place for people to like manage their like the clan system. So I know that's not a thing anymore. So maybe that's like the beginning of the end. But honestly, I think if I was a betting man, I'd say this is going to be around for a good amount of time. Oh my god. I did notice that I'm not as good as I'm not good at this. I was getting a little bit better by the end of it. As I was playing. What I like about this is that you have your bases. When you play Call of Duty, you will like they always flip the spawns on you. Like there's no like set base for each team. Whereas with this, even though like there's tack points that like a tactician can put out to put spawn points out for, you still have these two main bases that nobody can spawn camp you on. Because if they try to like go into your base, that there'll be like automatic turrets that will like destroy like a player, an enemy player if they try to get into your base. I always thought that was a smart way to like kind of combat spawn camping. And the only way you can actually get kills is if you get out of your base, basically. So, oh, I was reading. Yeah, the GTA servers. That stinks because that's the only. I don't ever plan to get another GTA 5 game. I know they came out for PS4 and now it's coming for PS5. I got it at the tail end of. I got it in 2013 for PS3, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna keep buying the game over and over again. Like I already had my experience with it. All right, little payback. You also have like a class system there's a class system in this game where you can be like a medic, uh, kind of like an engineer if you want to build turrets. You can be a tactician where you can put spawn like tactical spawn points up, and I think the other one's called support, where you can get like it's cool. It's almost like a more organized version of how Call of Duty does its like class. It's create a class basically. Did you hear about the new GTA collection today? I did see a thumbnail of like it showed like Tommy Vercetti from Vice City, and like the other main characters from the other GTA games, but I didn't know if there was any official reveal. If there's a collection though, that's cool. Oh my god, this guy here. As you can see, I'm getting my ass handed to me. This game is it's I think it's 12 on 12 right now. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Is it just like an HD collection, or is it an actual like remake collection? I'm guessing it's an HD collection because Rockstar wouldn't go crazy with a new with remaking it like an old GTA game when they can be making a new game. Yeah, it's the HD collection. That's cool though, you know. That's the thing though about like Vice City is as good as that game was, it's kind of hard to get back into that game. Like I don't honestly I don't think Vice City holds up well because of it like the frame rate. The graphics is fine, like you know, if it's gonna be a PS2 game, whatever. But um, the way it handles, it's very. I mean, it was great for its time, but it's really hard to get back into that game. I actually think Simpsons Hit and Run, which is inspired by Grand Theft Auto, actually holds up better as a PS2 game than Vice City. Oh, come on, I got him. Like I could still jump into Hit and Run and it's still fun. Like the gameplay loop is fun. And maybe what kind of helps is that it has a more cartoony aesthetic. Whereas, you know, we've seen how much of a jump like the realistic aesthetic has taken with modern games compared to like the PS2. I guess I wasn't much help. Oh. Oh my god, I wish we were getting Hit and Run HD. I will take that game over and like let us play like online with people, like drive around and stuff. That'd be awesome. I know Matt Selman, who's the one of the current showrunners of The Simpsons right now, is he did voice that he would love for there to be a Simpsons Hit and Run remake or sequel. Uh, but obviously, you know the development process in video games and the whole business side of it, there's probably so much red tape that they can't get, you know, that has to be like, you know, sorted out in order for that to happen. Oh my god, online would be amazing. Imagine getting Hit and Run where the police are coming after you online and you could see someone else running from the, because that's kind of how GTA Online worked, where if someone like had like a wanted level, you could see them like trying to like outrun the police, or you know, trying to out I guess combat the police or whatever. Even though the Simpsons Hit and Run never had any weapons, but it still was fun. See, this orange right here. The enemy can't get through here. And there's also like turrets, I think, mounted. There's turrets right here. This is a default turret that defends enemies from like spawn camping. I wish Call of Duty did this. The online will be crazy. The thing is, though, would they have? Let me just get this guy. Oh. Like, would they have to revoice all the characters? Or would they copy and paste the old voices? Because I know there's the whole controversy where, for one, Apu is a very controversial character now, and he had an entire level dedicated to him. He was voiced by Hank Azaria. Um, so I don't know if that's problematic in terms of a remake. So maybe a sequel is more likely to happen, more realistic rather in this landscape. I'm personally not really honestly I'm a white guy though, so like my opinion really doesn't count in this, but yeah, Hank Azaria stepped down because he faced a lot of criticism about um because he's a white actor playing an Indian voice, and the Indian voice, a lot of people argue tends to be more stereotypical and more and kind of like offensive, I guess, to definitely stereotypical. I mean, there's no denying that it's a stereotypical accent, Indian accent. I know. Like honestly, like I don't even think I really don't think people are even offended by it or really have a problem with it. I think it was just something that happened. Well, there was the whole thing. What happened was there was a comedian an Indian comedian who came out with a documentary called "The Problem with Apu." I forget his name. It's like Harold something. And he went into this huge documentary that caught a lot of attention from the media and from the industry. I guess the voice acting industry, that of how problematic it is for someone who's not of a certain ethnicity or color to be voicing another color, like, or I don't know. And it's supposed to be about when Apu first came on in like 80, like I guess it was around 1990. There really were no like Indian characters on television that were treated with sincerity. So uh, that's another thing that they use against it, where it's like oh, you guys are poking fun at it, but it's like at the same time, like every character on The Simpsons is a kind of like a caricature of of a different type of person. Like everybody gets parodied and satired on that show. So I don't see why. I personally just don't see why it's a big problem. But I don't know. Apparently Hank Azaria chose to step down. So I don't know. It's just we're living in a very uh different world today, I guess. Oh yeah, I can build turrets, so I could probably use that. Got him. Also, every I don't know how you feel about this, but every what do you think of the Simpsons movie? I have a very I go back and forth with the Simpsons movie because it's kind of like a guilty pleasure movie for me because I know it's not up to the quality of like the classic Simpsons from like the first 8 to 9 seasons, but I still enjoy it. I think there's some problems with it that like it's a flawed movie in my opinion, but I still enjoy it. It's not a bad movie, no. But it's I mean it came out after the 18th season, so it didn't come out during the prime of the show. That's for sure. But as a movie, I think it's more high quality than what like say the 18th season was. Oh god. Some people didn't like it. I know a lot of people liked it at first, and then they realized that they didn't like it. Like, cause I was a part. Like when that movie came out, I feel like the trailer and like the promotion and the hype for that movie was actually more of a cool experience than the actual movie because there was so like the trailers really didn't give you an idea of what the movie was going to be about. So many people were guessing like what it is. There was a whole promotion where like every 7-Eleven was selling squishies and like Homer's like pink donut and like Krusty O's and Buzz Cola, which I thought was funny. Um, yeah, there was a lot of fun with that. But yeah, the movie did great. Like it sold well, but I think critically, it had problems. Ooh, I just got a double kill. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I don't know how you feel about this. Most cartoons ever since 2020 with like the whole Black Lives Matter thing, uh all all basically any black character on a cartoon show that was voiced by someone who was not black was replaced now. So like say on The Simpsons, Dr. Hibbert, uh like Officer Lou, Carl from The Simpsons, like they're all replaced with black actors now. And I know a lot of people. This is another controversy, I think. Like for people, I personally, I don't really care. Like I think it's great that more more actors can get opportunities. I think that's what it's supposed to be about. But it's still kind of like when you watch the new episodes and you hear Dr. Hibbert's voice now and it doesn't sound like Dr. Hibbert anymore. It just it's very glaring still. Like I don't know, personally, like, but at the same time, I'm just like what the show's in like its 33rd season right now. Like it can really do whatever it wants at this point. Like I know Family Guy did it too. Family Guy did it. I think there were some other shows that did it. Pretty much everyone in the voice acting industry kind of followed suit with this. And it's not. It's like I don't know. It's just it's like where does it end though? Because then you have Asian characters and it's just like why does every actor have to actually voice their actual like ethnicity or their skin color or whatever? Like whatever happened to acting? And I know, but I know one of the main problems is that a lot of like white actors and actresses get more parts or whatever, and there's always been that problem about how white Hollywood is. Um, and I know that there needs to be more inclusivity and stuff like that. But when you have like a show like The Simpsons, where it's been it's been like people have grown with those characters for like over 30 years now, and you're just gonna like I don't know. It's just it does kind of bug me. And again, like I'm white, so I don't know if I'm like out of line by like by having any critical opinion about it. Oh my god, these people on I don't know if you can hear the people on here, but they're loud. Oh, is that me? Oh no, it's not me. Pelpa, are you able to hear the other people on the mic? I don't know if the broadcast like mutes them or not. I didn't hear a voice. Don't know if it was in game. I did hear a voice. Yeah, that. Well, oh, maybe you heard like a Helgas voice or something. But there were people like talking at the end. That was it was like very blaring because I'm wearing headphones. So I don't know if I don't know if it was as distracting to you to you as a viewer or a listener. There. Overall, this online like it really runs smooth. Like the frame rate is really good. There's really no lag. Pretty much everything I run, like when I die in Call of Duty, I feel like half of my deaths are not because of me. Like yeah, part of it might be because I did something wrong, but part of me is always like that didn't feel right because of something the game is or like the connection or the game or whatever. Whereas in with this game, I feel like every death is on me. It has nothing to do with the game. It has nothing to do with the game not being designed right or running right. Like I feel like this is running so well. I just need to play more to get better, but maybe. But that's another thing. Like Call of Duty, like after a year, like all of a sudden, all these hackers will come in, like and cheaters and stuff, and uh, like the servers are never maintained correctly. Whereas this, it feels like whoever's maintaining these servers, they're doing a bang up job. Oh, that's a friendly. Maybe I can put a turret up here. I was trying to see if I can put a turret on that box. But yeah, basically that's my concern with the Simpsons Hit and Run remake is that with them committing so hard to changing all the voice actors, uh, I don't see them copy and pasting the old dialogue. I feel like they would have to redo all the dialogue with the new actors, and it would have to sound different and play differently now. Um, so if anything, I feel like if there's ever another Simpsons Hit and Run, it's going to be a sequel with the new actors. They still have the old actors doing like like the white voices, but yeah. Also, Disney owns The Simpsons, so I don't know if it will affect it. Yeah, that's another thing with this with Disney is that with The Simpsons is that I voiced that I've always been a big physical media guy, and I actually have like the first 19 seasons on DVD. But there's 33 seasons, and basically, ever since Disney bought Fox and Disney owns The Simpsons, they have not released any DVDs or Blu-rays because they're trying to put more attention on their streaming service, I guess. And it has nothing to do with DVD sales either because Simpsons DVD sales are always very high. No, even if it's a bad season. I'm a completionist, so I've actually you're actually talking to someone who's seen every episode of The Simpsons up to today, like last week's episode. Like I've seen every episode. I'm going down with the ship. Yeah, Disney Plus. Oh my god, I'm not doing good. How am I doing? 1 and 5. That's not good. I used to be really great at this at the multiplayer here. Like I used to be I platinum this game and it has like one of the hardest online multiplayer trophies. And I basically had to master the online and be like play this and bang my head against the wall every day, and it was fun. And honestly, been this being my second day playing this, I could see myself just booting this up just to play for fun because even when you're doing bad, it feels fun, and that's a sign of a good game. The multiplayer in this game is definitely the highlight of the game, not the campaign. I got some type of an assist. Oh my god. You know what? After this game, I'm gonna put on Warzone. After this match, I'm gonna put Warzone on, where it makes you play different game types, but it's like in a single game. Like they'll keep it's basically like a rotating door of like different game types that happens within the same map, and it makes it more fun, I think. Because this is just team deathmatch, so like I really don't have any goal. I don't know where I'm going. At least with like a Warzone, I'll have an idea of like what my objective is. Oh my god. I think there's like 8 minutes though left of this. But I guess we'll figure it out. Oh no. Uh, Ever since like Killzone 2, there's always been this game type in Killzone called Warzone, where basically just like a rotating game types in the same map. That's the thing with Call of Duty is that they've had so many installments now that they basically have. It's basically hard to say a word that has anything to do with fighting that Call of Duty hasn't coined at some point, or like has not coined but made it popular or whatever. I'm surprised there's not a Call of Duty Killzone yet. Like as the title. Oh yeah, I would not put on Warzone. I would not put on a Call of Duty game as a let's play when there's so many better games you can be playing. Damn. But you can't get revived in this game. So it's good not to like just like respawn yourself too quickly because sometimes people will pick you up. Have you seen that Korean Netflix show? Are you talking about Squid Game? I I did see the first episode with red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. I haven't watched any more yet. What do you think of it? The thing with me is like PlayStation symbols with the X. What do you mean by that? Oh my god. The thing about Squid Game is I'm not sure if it's going to be because I'm guessing it's like 10 episodes. Is every episode just going to be torturing the characters with this cruel game? Like I get that, like I can enjoy that in small doses, you know. But if there isn't anything more to it than just like than just like torture porn or whatever, then I don't know if I'm that excited to keep going, but I do think it's intriguing. I think it's well shot. I think the characters are interesting, but I am kind of like hoping that there's more to the show than just let's just kill them every time they screw up, you know. Like people, yeah, it's like a trending Netflix show right now. People are really like everywhere I go, people are talking about it. But then again, like I feel like that's what happens with every trending show on Netflix, whether it's good or not. So like that's why I've been kind of like trying to search for reviews. I'm gonna quit to see if I can get to a Warzone. Unless it's loading me up already. I'm gonna quit the game here, and I'm gonna go to a Warzone. If it will let me. But yeah, I've been trying to find like critics I follow, see what their opinion is on it, see if it's actually like worth my time. Because there's a lot of great shows out there right now. The dude had a triangle on his face, and another one had a. Oh yeah, that's right. Wow, imagine this is just one giant PlayStation ad. There's been weirder ads for PlayStation, especially when David Lynch used to direct them for PS2. Okay, so I'm gonna do classic Warzone. Yeah, in the show, that's right. The guy who was like watching the watching like the red light green light from his TV had like a certain like one of those symbols. Yeah, I'll have to give it a chance. There's 8 episodes. Okay, yeah. The two shows I really like that I watched this year, um, one's called For All Mankind. It's on Apple Plus TV, which comes like you get 6 months free if you have a PS5. That show is really good. It's like an alternate reality where Soviet Russia beat us to the moon, and it's literally like it just gets better and better. Like the first 2 episodes didn't really grab me, and I almost stopped watching. But then people were like saying like, "Oh, you got to watch the third episode," and if you can get to the seventh episode and you still don't like the show, then you're crazy. And honestly, by the third episode, I was already hooked, and it just got better and better. There's 2 seasons right now. It's really good for all mankind. And also, Kevin Can Fuck Himself on AMC is a really great show. It's hard to know what to look for these days, but I just try to like sometimes I'll just Google like what are the critics saying, like what are like the top shows of like the year of the last 2 years.
Defend target. Disarm any hostile charges set.
And For All Mankind was like on like the number one for a lot of critics. Um, and it really is great. It definitely proves its worth. I'm very excited to see like where season 3 is gonna go. But yeah, Kevin Can Fuck Himself on AMC is about it basically switches between like a sitcom format and like a multi-camera sitcom and a single camera drama. It basically like if you it shows like what happens like when the wife in a King of Queens type show like steps out of the room and realizes that they're like in this like sham of a marriage and then she wants like she's just like snaps and wants to like almost like put a hit on him or whatever, and it's so interesting because like every time the husband's on screen they go back to like the sitcom format with like a studio audience, but then when she like leaves the house like it's like a dark drama. It's really cool how they do that. There's only 1 season right now, but it was really well done. It's basically it reminds me of like a of like it has like a very Breaking Bad esqueness, like Breaking Badness to it that I really like. The only show I've watched this year was Avatar: The Last Airbender, but that's old. Yeah, I, my friend showed me like I think like maybe like the first 5 episodes of that show, and I I didn't not like I didn't dislike it. I think I we just stopped watching because it was just hard to. We just got distracted with stuff, but I know that's a very well received show, like very critically acclaimed. Oh, see what happens? I just wandered into the enemy's base by accident and got myself killed. So right now we're in search and destroy. I have to defend my base, which is basically these points right here. Okay, so they're gonna try to destroy this. How many people are playing right now? I'm the only one here. Okay, if no one's gonna be here, I'm just gonna go back to team deathmatch because maybe that's just a thing that people don't do anymore. Maybe not. Maybe there's not many people who play Killzone Shadowfall online anymore. I guess team deathmatch is where it's at. Live and learn, I guess. Yeah, it was a dead lobby, and I just don't want to risk any more dead lobbies because I'd rather this be more action packed of an episode. But it's a shame though because classic Warzone is a very traditional, popular game type in Killzone. Maybe it was just a fluke, and I just had that one dead lobby. Okay, so right now it's just me and one person. Maybe more people will join as we play. I just can't believe people are still playing this game. I mean, I can believe it, but I'm just glad I can't believe the servers are still up. I'm glad that Guerrilla Games didn't feel like they needed to just like completely
New
cut the
mission.
head off
Kill
Killzone.
as many Hellghast as possible.
This guy left too. What the hell? Ah, damn! I must have just got really lucky with that other game before. All right, let me quit one more time. I'll try to find another lobby. Team deathmatch. Let's hope for the best. Okay, I hear people. So there's people in this lobby.
Filha da puta, esse bicho é muito camper, velho.
I've heard the script for Squid Game was made in 2009. Maybe it's a way ahead of its time. The script or the show? Because I know the show was like brought over from Korea
Tem uma base aqui, ó.
and like dubbed for U.S. audiences.
Aí cima, Costa aí, Fábio, caralho. Então só posso tirar o porrada, não passei pra trás. Levanta, bola, levanta.
Oh, just the script. Okay.
Não botou o golpe não, cara, tirar pelo canto.
The dude had to stop writing the script because he sold his laptop for money. Oh.
Para, primeiro eu vou colocar um. Ah, não, tem respawn fora da base já. Vou pegar lá com respawn.
That stinks. It's very hard to write a script. I actually wrote two TV episode scripts. Oh my god, I have to take these headphones up because these people are so loud. Um, yeah, I actually wrote two episode scripts of a television show I made. Like, it was just like for fun, but I basically made it as if it was like a spec script for a pilot. It's just about a bunch of friends who just go to a diner and weird like Twin Peaks-esque stuff start to happen, like nightmarish stuff, and anything can happen. Not the best premise, but it's fun. I made a TV show. Like, well, I wrote a script. I wrote like I think it's like somewhere between 35, maybe like 35 pages for like a half-hour show. And I wrote an episode 2 also. Oh my god, this guy. It was just something like, because I mean, I do have an English major. Like, I graduated with an English major, like a bachelor's degree. Um, So I always enjoyed writing. I mostly like to write reviews for like television shows or movies and stuff. But yeah, I figured like one day I was just like, you know what, let's try to write a TV script. Let's see what happens, even if it's bad.
João ficou puto com um trajeto tão foda. O parti, rapaziada. Valeu, tamo junto.
The people in this lobby are very loud, so I had to take my headphones out. I don't know if you can hear them or not. How'd I do that round? Did it tell me? I don't know. All these maps are coming back to me. I used to play these maps all the time, but then I forgot all about them, and now it's like, now they're just rushing back into my head. Oh my god. These people are good, though, because they've been playing... You can tell that the people who play this game have been playing it for probably 8 years now. And they probably have their own tight-knit community. Even when this... I bet even when the website went down, they still were able to, like, keep in touch. They probably have their own forum or Discord or something. Oh, I was gonna melee him. Someone was about to revive me. I shouldn't have respawned. Oh, I'm right here anyway. Let's put down a turret. I'll spawn here. Oh my god. Too good. That was my fault. Suicide. Oh my god. They're really pinning us down in our base right now. I know there's a thing to do in Killzone where if you can hold down your grenade and run into them, like, and cook it, because you can cook your grenade, you can basically make it, like, explode in your hand if you wanted to. So a lot of people, ever since Killzone 1, would, basically use the grenade as as basically a suicide, vest. Hehe. Might as well just put a turret there because you know people are going to be coming in. These spiders crawling around, it's like... I don't know why this guy's not choosing to respawn himself. There you go. Happy to be of service. Oh, no. Never check your your game score in the middle of a battle. Not the best decision. Oh, oh. So you do tend, because I spawned using someone as tack spawn, so that's why people would be spawning right on top of, or I would spawn right on top of them. Alright, let's see if I can do something. Make some... Oh, that's a guy. There we go. Ended his kill streak. Oh no! Oh, there's a turret up there. Smart. How are we doing? I'm 5 and 13. I'm not good. Like I used to be. It used to be the reverse. I used to be 13 and 5. Now I'm a 5 and 13 kind of guy. What can you do? My God, these spiders. Oh no! He missed me! He had a shotgun and he missed me. Oh, I gotta get rid of this. This tack spawn's not gonna be... Let's get rid of it! Okay. What do you think of the Battlefield games? I've never actually played any, but I do love the idea that I can get into a vehicle. I heard that the next Battlefield's gonna be cross-platform, or cross-play with, like, PC. And if that's the case, I have a lot of PC friends that I wouldn't mind, being able to play with. But I've never actually... I don't have any Battlefield games, like, on hand. The main reason I would get Call of Duty is because... it allows split screen online, and that's very rare these days. And, you know, sometimes I like to have a friend over and we'll just play, or... I don't play it that often, but... like, I know my sister loves to play split screen online, and, you know, just because it's a fun little, like, kind of, like, co-op little thing that we can play against people around the world, but... I personally I just find Call of Duty so unbearable. I get sick of it after, like, in, like, less than an hour. Like, the gameplay loop just isn't that fun to me. It doesn't capture my imagination. You also notice that this game, we're playing as the Hellgast, and we're versing the ISA. and it's always that. It's always the ISA and the Hellgas. There's no like customization where, in Call of Duty, where like everyone's wearing, everyone can be like in a mech suit, and like someone else can have like a pink uh, mohawk or something. Like it's not like Fortnite where like all the characters are just crazy people with like masks and like like little costumes that they can have. Like like this game, like you're playing as a Hellgas or you're playing as the ISA. And I kind of wish games did that more because I feel like there's such a loss of immersion of the game you're playing. Like if I say I want to play a game like SOCOM or Counter Strike, I want to play as a Navy SEAL versus the terrorist. Or in Counter Strike, it was the I forget what the I think it was a counter terrorist versus a terrorist or something like that. And that was it. You didn't have to customize your guy, like, or at least if you're gonna make it customizable, at least make it fitting within the world that we're in. Like, it doesn't have to be this big. It's not like it has to be like a Halloween costume party like every single game that we played nowadays. That's what kind of bugs me about CTR also, honestly, because I don't like that I can't like when I play offline. I don't like the idea that I can't choose an option to turn off uh where the racers are in like their alternate skins, like where Crash will be blue for some reason, or and I just don't get it why games do that today. But yeah, to answer your question, I've never had a Battlefield game. I don't think I really have no opinion on that, but I do like the idea of getting into a vehicle. Eh,
Honra bandeira e verde e amarela que eu vou jogar mais essa aqui e vou sair, hein? Vou fazer eu passar vergonha não, hein?
but other than that, I think we'll call it there because it's gonna take another minute or so before we get into the next match. I'm happy that Killzone is thriving in the online multiplayer still, even if it's just in team deathmatch. Really, I mean, we found a couple of dead lobbies, but still, like if you can find an active lobby, then it's fun and it's good. Um, and I enjoy this. And honestly, like I can see myself playing this again, and maybe I'll stream it again. But I think next time we'll start Spyro. I think, which I'm excited for, because it's been a while since we kind of got back to like the more less serious type games. The more child friendly collectathons. Something I can just like relax now with. But yeah. So great talking to you, Pulpa Pig. Looking forward to talking to you next time. For all the rest out there, if you would like to take it upon yourself to like, comment, or subscribe, that will be greatly appreciated. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe, keep a clear head, and keep on gaming, everyone. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye. Woohoo!